Welcome to Java Topic 3. Today we're going to be learning about comments. Now, there's two types of ways to comment code in Java. There's a single line comment and a multi-line comment. Now, the single line comment is obviously, as you know, used for smaller purposes, for single lines, and the way you would do it is just two backslashes. Now, for the multi-line comments, you would actually do a backslash and then an asterisk, and then you would mark the ending of that comment with a asterisk and then a backslash. This is very important. Make sure that you guys do put the ending, because if you do not put the ending, then the entire code after that opening will be entirely commented out and you will get an error. So to avoid the error, make sure your comments are properly done. Now, these things are used to comment different things on your code. Okay, let's try a few examples. Now, if we want to comment out something on this code, let's say we don't understand what int x equals 5 means, and we want to come back and work on it a little bit later. Now, since it's only int x and int z we don't understand, let's just put single line codes so we aren't wasting a lot more space, and since it's not that big of a deal. And that's pretty much it. But because I commented that out, this piece of code down here doesn't really work. So to make sure we avoid errors, let's just comment that out. And now when we see, that line will not be even printed and it won't even be looked at, because Java will just take that and be like, we don't need this, let's store it out. So let's say we want to actually just comment out this whole thing. Well, let's say we don't want any of this to be actually printed. What would we do? Well, since we don't want to put the backslashes against every single line, we can just do this and then go down here and then just do this, right? And that would just comment out the whole thing and nothing would be printed. It'd just be a plain run and nothing is going to happen. But let's say, for example, we forget to close out the statement that we just opened. What would happen then? Well, make sure you never do that, because if you do, your program is going to find yourself an error, because it'll just block out everything that's underneath that opening. So make sure that you always have some sort of closing so that your program runs and doesn't produce an error. So all you need to do is know how these comments work and what the purpose is. The comments are mostly used for you to understand bigger and larger and complex pieces of code, while the single line comment code is actually just for simpler purposes to explain what purpose that single line of code will play in the entire program. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.